Hey everybody, Motor Poet 59 here. I did a deal the other day on essentials. I'll link that in this video. But I've been going to the same barber for quite a while now, the lovely Danika. And she just bought her barbershop from her former boss. He packed up, moved to Arizona, get the hell out of California. He couldn't stand it here anymore. Don't blame him. And when all this silliness started, she was still cutting hair at a slow pace, keeping her shop open, trying to keep. She has one other gal right now that works in her shop there. She's trying to keep both of them going, and she had a government bureaucrat come by and give her a warning for being open during the shutdown order. It's her only income. She doesn't have all these other options that a lot of these other people do. $1,200 isn't going to help her. I don't even know if she was even qualified for it, to be honest with you. But whatever, she isn't going to get the unemployment package. She's a business owner. This is crazy. It's absolutely insane. What she's doing now is she's doing house calls, and she came by today and she cut 3 heads over here. And I paid her much more for the work than she charges when we go down to the shop. She had to come out here and bring all of her stuff with her and pack it all in and pack it all out. That's worth quite a bit of money to me as far as I was concerned. I wanted to make it worth her while and keep her going. I was going to ask her if her other gal is doing the same thing. I don't know if she is or not. I hope so. I hope she's finding a way to make some money. But my bitch and complaint here is that if it is safe for Walmart and Home Depot and Winco and all these other essential places to be open, why is it not essential for her to be open? I mean, I needed to get my hair cut. My grandson's hair was hanging down in his eyes, and we're not barbers or beauticians around here. We don't have anybody who does that in the household, or really even any friends that do it other than Danika. And it needs to be done. It's, there again, who decides what is essential? Am I going to die if I don't get a haircut? No, I'm not. But you know what? I'm not going to die if I don't get to do some home improvement from Home Depot. I'm not going to die if I can't go to Walmart and get a bag of sugar or a gallon of milk. I'm not going to die because of any of that. These businesses that are remaining open, I'm glad they're open. Don't get me wrong. My question is, there are a hell of a lot more people in Winco and a hell of a lot more people in Home Depot and Walmart that I am likely to be in close contact with than there would be down at Danika's barbershop. It's a little bitty place. Right now it's just her and Arlene, the other gal that works there. Their chairs are about 8 feet apart. And the place where if somebody needs to come in and wait, the couple of little chairs she has, they're 8 or 10 feet away from that. She and I were talking today. She has a little patio out back. She could have people sit out there, social distance, while they're waiting to get their hair cut. However, maybe one person inside waiting and another person outside waiting, or who else? It's not like she has 50 people in line. And that's my point. I don't know that I've ever gone in there and seen more than on a really busy day at a really busy time, a half a dozen people there, a couple getting their hair cut and a few waiting in the chairs, and they could be distanced. I don't get it. And in my other video I spoke of, if what you do in your store or whatever your job is how you feed your family, that's essential. That's essential. And to deny somebody that, especially somebody who's a business owner like Danika, to deny them that is a violation of our 14th Amendment right. You're denying somebody the right to survive. The government is denying someone the right to survive. Some bullshit. I can't believe that people aren't more incensed about this like I am. And like I said, I'm not affected by this. I'm retired. I have a pension that's not being affected in any way, shape, or form by this, except as inflation is going to start happening pretty soon, and my pension check isn't going to be a diddly squat. But right now, I'm not being affected by this financially. Danika is, Arlene is, and many, 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 many other small business owners are too. And many of them are not going to come back. They're not going to come back. Their businesses are going to fail. These people have to pay bills at their shops too. They have to pay rent. They have to pay electricity and stuff. And maybe the power company is going to be okay, but the people who own these buildings like the one Danika has, they got to pay rent too. And not everybody in the world is in a spot where they can afford to just not let people pay bills for a while. It's just not realistic. It's fantasy. But I don't know, man. I really appreciated Danika coming by. It was really nice to see her. She always cuts my hair, my grandson's hair. I had one of my kids today get their hair cut. She went out and cut a common friend of ours, common friend and a common client. And but she's making house calls to make ends meet, and she, by God, shouldn't have to. It's bullshit. The government, especially the California government, they're just pulling the wool over people's eyes. They're doing things they don't have the constitutional right to do. Danika wants to open up May 1st in this, where people are starting to say, May 1st, let's all just open our businesses back up. And I know some people, business owners that I know, that are going to do it. They're willing to risk the fine. They're going to go down this Saturday, I understand, and do a little stage of protest at a big intersection here in town. I don't know what good that does. I really don't. Everybody knows about this. And the people who feel the way I feel about it are going to feel that way. And the people who feel differently, that think we should stay locked down, are going to feel that. And a bunch of people standing on the corner holding signs and hollering. They're going to change that. People they just need to open their shops back up. If everyone was to do it, if all the, I don't know how many, 500,000 shops in California just opened back up, I don't know. I'm not the one doing it. I'm not the one putting $1,000 up. I'm not the one risking that. So it's easy for me to sit here and say, oh, this is what I do. But, it's like Danika said, she ain't got $1,000 extra, which, why should she? Her shop's closed. It's catch-22 for some people. I know a couple of these people, they could afford it. If something happened and they were fined $1,000, and I know those people, they wouldn't pay the fine. They'd take it to the California Supreme Court before they'd pay that $1,000. And I think in the end, I hope in the end, that's what people start doing, is just opening back up, using reasonable precautions, practicing physical distancing and things like that. Masks, I don't know, whatever. You know how I feel about masks. I've got a video that's going to be coming up on masks. But this whole thing's bullshit, and I just thought I would do a little rant about it because it was just happened. It's close to my heart because Danika is not only my barber, she's my friend. So anyway, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see y'all later.